Good morning, micro followers. I just went through a 7-minute video, and instead of hitting pause, I hit stop. So this is what kind of day I'm having. It's actually what kind of weekend I'm having. We have been struggling with a revisiting raccoon. And the temporary enclosure is done, but the permanent is not. So that's been tons of fun. And then we've been playing the separating game, trying to maintain, or I guess not maintain, trying to regain the peace on the micro farm. Because if you notice, Fifi is not in here anymore with the chicks. So this is the latest batch of chicks. These are actually all Fifis. There's 8 in here. 2 of them are separated and in a different, in a rabbit cage up in the main coop. And that is because these guys started picking on the 3 that were pecked, so they were separated. Out of those 3 that were pecked, 2 were pecked kind of moderately, and the other one was literally hanging on to its last breath. And unfortunately, 2 days later, it passed away. Nothing against the elders, but the last 3 times that I've consulted them for advice, it hasn't turned out well. And they keep telling me, after the other chicks, the black ones are healed, you can slip them in with the other chicks at nighttime. And I'm not really sure I'm going to do that because I didn't want to leave Fifi and Gretchen in here with the chicks after they hatched, and they talked me into it. And I had Gretchen trying to eat Fifi's chicks and Fifi trying to eat Gretchen's chicks, and then the chicks were trying to eat other chicks. So it's just been a crazy mess. So, I think I've found my happy medium. Like when I purchase chicks from Tractor Supply, you don't get the mom with them when you buy them. So that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I'm used to, is just having the chicks with the absent mother. So I have no problems with letting Fifi hatch out because I know with her being a silky, she's broody a lot. I have no problem with that. But as far as just trusting, what everybody is trying to tell me, and going against my better judgment, I think the lesson's definitely been learned in this situation because it cost a chick a life. And then when Fifi retaliated, I had to pull Fifi too. So up in the main coop, I have a rabbit cage. It's got the 2 black chicks. Under that, I have Fifi, and under that cage, I have Gretchen. So there has been a great divide in the micro farm. And so we've been spending a lot of time trying to reestablish peace for everybody. So at any rate, here's the new chicks. I'm going to take you up to the front acre and show you the 2 little black ones. And then I've got some peas to give to the ducks and trying to get them, wean them into eating out of my hands. And all but Poppy and Shen they've never had peas. So this should be interesting. So I'll shut up now and let's get up there. And thankfully this time I remembered to hit pause instead of stop. Okay, on the way up from the back acre, and it appears we've sprung a leak. So, short pit stop here. Get this hose back in there. I have a sneaky suspicion that Gwen had something to do with that. Yes, you young lady. She's got a fetish for this hose. All right, onward. And then I get up here and Gretchen spilled her water already. You ain't even had it for 5 minutes, woman. I'm telling you. It's chaos in the micro farm. Okay. Now that these crazy birds are done just absolutely expending every bit of energy I have, these are the 2 black chicks that I had left. The one that's right there towards the camera is the one that had the worst of the pecking in the back. And they're doing very well. You can tell they're used to seeing people a little bit more than the ones in the back because they kind of hung out there by the camera for a second until I threatened to open the door. But so yeah, they're doing good. They're doing really well. And then down here, yep, Fifi's in jail. Come around to the side. That would be Gretchen. Separated down there. I tried to put her back into the flock. I didn't figure it was long enough for them to have problems. But boy, was I wrong. I put Gretchen in. And her and this one right here. My little gimpy queen. immediately went at it, and Gimpy whooped her little butt. So Gretchen is now quote unquote in quarantine, so the other girls can get used to her again. I'm not sure if I'm ever putting Fifi back. Fifi's actually starting to get her hair back on her head, and she's such a pretty bird when she's fully feathered, so she loses her hair from stress when she's with the rest of the kids. So I'm thinking Fifi's just going to have her own little clan. I'm just going to have to get me a handful of silkies and have them separate. So, all right. Now, off to the peas. It amazes me, honestly, how I have a 16 by 16 area, and I have such a hard time finding a level spot for these pools. It's temporary, but it's definitely been worth it. Hey, Poppy. Guess what I got, girly? See this? She goes, I knew Mama had something. Okay, just hang on. I didn't cut the hole big enough. I can't get my hand in there. You ready? You ready for this, girl? Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Y'all missing out. Y'all missing out. It's my Poppy girl. Always been Mama's girl, haven't ya? Alright, here comes Dusty. Dusty's looking. She's curious. Poppy's gonna eat them all if Dusty don't get over here. There we go. Here comes Dusty. Come on, beautiful girl. Wanna try him out first? Try him out first. See if you like him. Yeah, see? It's good stuff, isn't it? And it's good for you. Really good for you. Poppy. My gosh, girl. You're gonna eat this whole bag. Come here, Dusty. Come here, girl. The male ate out of my hand yesterday. My Drake did. Free peas. Let's put some in the water. Was kind of shooting for the hand thing, but you know, you guys are all about some swimming right now, I suppose. As long as you guys are happy, it's all that matters. Shin. You unsocial turd. I don't know. I think it's a peeking thing. Shin's not very social. She never has been. She's been very skittish ever since the day I got her. Her and Puddles. They just weren't much for people. And honestly, she didn't really, welcome in the new ducks either. So there was an extended quarantine for the ducks because of her. She's kind of like my old grouchy lady, right? Like the old lady that lives next door. Get off my lawn! That's kind of what she's like. I love her, though. I mean, don't get me wrong, but she's pretty much been a yard ornament since I got her because she went through a short little spurt of laying, and then that's literally it. So, is that it? Nobody's gonna come over here and check these out? These? Look. Woo! These? Anybody? Poppy. See, Poppy knows. See this, guys? Come on. Get over here. Why are they so interested in the pool? Like, that pool isn't, the best thing since sliced bread any other day. You guys don't understand. I got, the yummiest thing in the whole world over here. I don't know. It's one of them days. Okay, look. I'm just gonna... There you go. Y'all, whatever. Try it again, Dusty. They're all over here. Yeah, see, here comes one. There. Maybe we'll just start that way, right? Baby steps? Oh, no, you was, coming right up to me. Do you want to try it? Poppy, You little porker, can you just hang on a second? I kind of would like them trying to bond with the other ones. Yes, eat them. There you go. Yeah, see, you like those? Those are peas, little lady. Poppy's coming after the bag. Nobody else, huh? Nobody else all over there? Well, I expected this to be a much bigger hit than it is, but I don't know. Whatever. As long as you guys are happy, that's all that matters. I'm just going to kind of randomly throw these everywhere. Y'all can dig in at your own disbursement. There's some in the water. How's that? Yeah, good stuff, isn't it, buddy? Niacin is essential for ducks, especially the bigger breeds like pecans that have issues with their legs because of their weight. They're a heavy bird. Oh, you did not just run Poppy off. You stop it. Niacin, it has to be unflushed. Niacin, the tablets that I got before, a friend of mine found them for me. They were behind the counter at the pharmacy. Otherwise, at Walmart for $5, you can get a bottle of vitamin B complex. And that's the same thing. And making sure your birds get the proper amount of niacin. Now, peas are not a stable source of niacin. It does not replace the supplements. But it's definitely a huge perk. Because they're cheap. And ducks absolutely love them. So, alright. I'm going to wrap this one up. That's going to be it for today. It's a wet, sticky, muggy morning. So, I want to take my bag of peas and get in the house. And get some breakfast for the family. Today I'm going to Home Depot. I'm going to get the brackets to start the enclosure. The first part of the enclosure is going to be approximately 2 units. Each one will be 12 foot wide and 20 foot long. And there will be 2 units built. So that's what we're starting with. And then, of course, eventually we will continue to add on until we have the full enclosure where every breed will have their own specific area. Including the rabbits. The rabbits will have an enclosed covered area that's going to be 8 foot by 20 foot. They'll still be caged. But they will have complete and total shelter without having to invest in stock and bungee cords and tarps. Amen to that. I'll be so happy to see that day. Anyhow, thanks for watching, micro followers. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe the channel. It keeps me motivated to keep going. I love you guys. Have a super duper day, and I'll see you next time.